Dengue is a global public health challenge. The dengue virus is transmitted primarily by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which is also a spread of other diseases such as Zika, chikungunya, and urban yellow fever. We believe that population awareness is an important factor in solving the problem.
Dengue problems have increased among Malaysian community. The incidence of dengue fever is increasing by years. Before this problem becomes more serious, prevention is better than cure. Among the measures taken by the government are implementation of Dengue Integrated Vector Management (IVM), dengue case management, social mobility and communication. Among other efforts to educate the public on the issue of dengue are the Allied Against Dengue (AAD) campaign. Another solution is the development of game application to educate the community. The use of electronic games in education has undergone significant evolution.
This project aims to design and develop a game apps to raise awareness of what can be done to prevent the surrounding area from becoming a breeding ground for Aedes mosquitoes. The game design presents information and strives to drive behavior change in the community environment. Aedes Eliminator had been developed to help the public to know what can be done to eradicate the Aedes epidemic. The game consists of 6 different levels and each level will become more challenging. The player must pass the current level in order to proceed to the next level. It contains the information on how to avoid the surrounding places from becoming Aedes breeding grounds.
Thus, the development of this Aedes Eliminator game is to provide users with the knowledge and awareness of this Aedes elimination. The gameplay of this app is intended to alert the user about the responsibility of eradicating Aedes mosquito breeding grounds. This Aedes Eliminator game uses the 3D third-person player perspective on the device screen. The third-person player perspective as the game view from this angle facilitates more interaction between the character and the environment. In this way, the game can give the user a better experience of the actual situation. These game apps have several levels and each level contains more challenging levels than the previous level.
This Eliminator is an application that was developed based on game-based learning theory. A storyboard was developed to design the structure and the element of the game. It was developed using Unity software and C# programming language. Unity is the best application for game development. It is very effective while rendering 2D and 3D scenes. In this era of visual threat, Unity can be very well be used for rendering 3D images. The quality offered is also relatively good compared to other apps. C# is one of the most popular programming languages which is used to create games in the Unity game engine. C# is easier to learn and its accessibility is a huge draw for game designers and programmers in general. Meanwhile, the 3D character is developed using Blender application. This 3D character and the environment becomes the elements of these apps. The game consists of 6 different levels and each level will become more challenging than before. The player must pass the current level in order to proceed to the next level. It contains information on how to avoid the surrounding places from becoming Aedes breeding grounds. Aedes Eliminator had been developed using Game Development Lifecycle (GDLC). The main menu consists of 4 button options: Tutorial, Start, Settings, and Quit. Tutorial page is the instruction that needed to be read before start playing the game. The tutorial page consists of 3 pages. User needs to read all pages in order to understand how the game plays. The settings page contains the option to adjust the volume of the sound in the game. User needs to click the start button to play the game. The start button will show the select level page where the user can choose the difficulty level of the game. user needs to start at level 1 in order to unlock the next level. Level 1 until level 3 will use the park map, which the player needs to clean the park and avoid the mosquitoes flying around the park. User can use the left side joystick to move the player and the right buttons for jumping and cleaning actions. Game can be paused by clicking on the upper right button given. Level 4 until level 5 will use a different park map, which become more challenging to move because of the uneven areas and much harder tasks. This map contains pools that can be cleaned through the button given. The level complete pop-up will appear when the user successfully reach the targeted score before the time runs out. The user can proceed to the next level, restart current level, or go to main menu page.
Yes, because it gets bottles and tires away. Because sometimes bottles are empty and people only just drop it at the ground, and sometimes they fix tires on vehicles, and it will come. Mm-mm. 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 So let's go.
Digital game-based learning is an instructional method that incorporates educational content or learning principles into video games with the goal of engaging learners. Applications of digital game-based learning draw upon the constructivist theory of education. Drawing from the constructivist theory of education, digital game-based learning connects educational content with computer or video games and can be used in almost all subjects and skill levels. Proponents of digital game-based learning contend that it provides learning opportunities that engage students in interactive instruction and helps prepare them to participate in the globalized technological society in the 21st century. Safe practice, experiential learning, and interaction are the pillars upon which the theory of game-based learning stands. Learning through games allows students to experiment in non-threatening scenarios and require knowledge through practice and social interaction, both with the environment and the peers. Digital game-based learning involves activities that can range from completing very simple tasks to the development of intricate problem-solving skills. These can be categorized as action-adventure, fighting, puzzle, role-playing, sports, and strategy. Similar to Aedes Eliminator, it has the potential to engage and motivate students and offer custom learning experiences while promoting long-term memory and providing practical experience. Thus, after using this application, the students will recall the scenario played in the game and apply it to the real environment.
Aedes Eliminator game application has a very good feature. The game was developed to help the public to know what can be done to eradicate the Aedes epidemic. Therefore, it is hoped that improvement can be performed based on recommendation from experts in order to produce more interesting and effective game apps that can provide clear information to users.